Thank you, Mary, and I want to thank Governor Raimondo for your ongoing support and vision of the Real Jobs RI program. It has been a tremendous experience to hear the governor's vision about what do the businesses need and how we can meet those needs in training and developing a workforce that's committed to offshore wind energy. I also want to thank Scott Jensen, the Director of Labor and Training, for his ongoing support. Whenever we see Scott, he's first to say, what do you need and how can I help you? He's just amazing. And I want to thank Dr. Phil Auger, who's with us today, who's the superintendent of the North Kingstown school system, and President Julie at ecoRI for his support of our Win-Win RI program and for providing the Energy Fellows as guides. The mission of our Win-Win RI program is to create, design, and build a talent pipeline in the offshore wind energy industry. And we've conducted a multi-pronged approach. So we're targeting incumbent workers, unemployed workers, and underemployed workers. But we're also focused on youth because it's an aging out workforce. So the people who have the current skills that are applicable to the offshore wind industry, today the average age is 55. That's not unlike other industries. So what we have done is created the first offshore wind energy certification in the United States that we have piloted at North Kingstown High School. So we're really proud of that certification. And that certification includes coursework in wind energy, engineering, mathematics, but also taking advantage of the state's resources and having experiential field trips to the first offshore wind farm in the country off of Block Island, and also to the Coastal Resource Center at ecoRI with Jen McCann and her team to learn from the public policy perspective about the SAMP process. So the students are learning about the stakeholders that were involved in that process and how that all comes together. Another component is the students are receiving internship hours and their licenses in STCW, Sea Survival Boat Training, their six-pack launch license, and their SPRAT training working at heights. We believe that by having these combined skill sets, that they will be well positioned, these students, to enter the workforce directly after high school or to go to a 2-year college or 4-year college and then into the workforce. It gives them that advantage of succeeding in the industry and supporting this fast emerging industry that is coming to Rhode Island. The other thing that I'd like to mention as well is that we will be hosting a wind turbine competition utilizing the wind tunnel at CCRI in the academic 2019-2020 school year, and we'll be partnering with a lot of high schools to provide that. Rhode Island will be one of 22 states to offer this wind turbine competition, and only the second in New England. The other one's Maine, so we're excited about that as well. And lastly, I'd like to talk about another partnership, one with the University of Rhode Island and Kid Wind, which is a leading wind program, educational program in the United States. Kid Wind has been providing summer academies for 11 years in the Midwest and out west. They are hosting their first ever with the North Kingstown Chamber of Commerce, University of Rhode Island, and the Department of Labor and Training, an offshore wind academy for teachers here at the Coastal Bay Resource Center from July 15th to the 18th. We have hundreds of teachers from around the world who will be attending this academy, so we're very excited about that. And lastly, Fast Company recently named the North Kingstown Chamber of Commerce's Win-Win RI program on behalf of our grant with Department of Labor and Training as a world-changing idea. We're so proud of this program and pleased to have all these wonderful partners and teammates like Keith Stokes and Laura Hastings with Department of Labor and Training who are with us here today. And I'd like to introduce Justin Kinnis, who's a senior at North Kingstown High School and who's been participating in this pilot program, so we can hear firsthand from a student about his experience. Justin?
Hello and thank you everyone for coming to today's event. I just want to start off by thanking Dr. Morris for offering me the opportunity to speak here today. I also want to thank Governor Raimondo for organizing this event, which has allowed me to talk about my experiences in the North Kingstown Chamber of Commerce's Win-Win RI certification program, what they have provided through their Real Jobs RI grant, and what it has meant to me. During my early years of high school, I realized engineering was something that held a great interest for me. I found that a hands-on job that involves designing and creating products was likely going to be in my future. If it wasn't for the many engineering courses taught at my high school, along with the field trips that the Win-Win-RI program has provided for the students, I might not have the same interest in engineering as I do today. As part of the Win-Win-RI program, I'm excited to be participating in the Safety Training Certificate to Work, or STCW-10 course taught by Confident Captain. This class allows me to gain experience in fire safety, first aid, CPR, basic sea survival, and personal safety and social responsibility at sea. This course has given me a great perspective on what a career in the marine ecosystem would look like. Through the Win-Win-RI program, I was able to participate in a trip to the Block Island wind turbine farm, which I found to be very exciting. I was able to see each turbine up close, from the ferry I was able to view the massive scale and the structure and the immense complexity of the engineering required to make each turbine function. As I learned more about the turbines, I became more interested in the possible opportunities that they could present in my future. After becoming familiar with the relationships between the North Kingstown Chamber of Commerce, the Win-Win-RI certification program, Real Jobs RI, and Orsted, I've come to realize how much these organizations may impact my future. Having the opportunity to experience the Win-Win-RI program has opened my eyes to many possibilities. Overall, the time I've spent learning about engineering and marine safety in this program has given me the satisfaction of knowing that I have many choices for a successful career in my future. Thank you all for giving me your time, and I hope you all have a great afternoon.